let me start right off with this. This is the head of a dragon. This is in Morocco. This is his nose, or it's a female dragon. I can explain why I can say that. That's the nose. They have all that funny bump on the nose. This is the fruity stuff that runs down. This is the dragon's neck, and this is stuff that the dragon spit out at another creature to kill it, and they both were killed. Now, this is the dragon's neck, and this is the affluent running off from the dead, decomposing body. Any coroner can easily explain that to you. Now, this is the dragon's scaled throat, shown many, many, many times. It runs for hundreds of miles. This is the fruity stuff that runs down the side of dragons. They look very attractive with that. That's the scales that run all down and through his or her body, and all the way down to the Mediterranean Sea. This is the size, these are the legs, this body is here, and that is the tail, and I will explain why I can make that statement, because of the continued dragon scales and decayed effluent, very similar, literally exact, to the other end, and it continues on until it hits a very flary spot at the end, which dragons of the female nature have, and that is the fruity stuff at the end. So I am going to make the determination that this is a female dragon. Now, this is what it issued from wherever they spit the dragon stuff from, and it is literally identical to snake venom in certain types of snakes. Extremely volatile, nasty looking stuff. You see this? That came down and killed or severely wounded the fish that is directly below this giant dragon's head. And here is where it combusted, and below that is the fish right here, which is quite apparent, and that's his tail, and I believe that's the eye. These are the scales. You can see them. The water would come this way. That's the fin up at the top. Now, that fin was attacked by that stuff, whatever that dragon stuff is, and it ate into the flesh of this fish. Now, I am going to show you something else. And then, listen to this. This is the clincher here. You see this spot right there? That is Atlantis. I have done extensive research on that. That is Atlantis. Now, that is where the Sahara Ocean drained, and that's why the fish is dead. Now, what happened over here? A straits over here apparently was breached. I have read somewhere, and I cannot put my source on it, but it was somewhere that the straits was breached and Atlantis was flooded and the Sahara Ocean drained, which is quite obvious, over this area here. And that happened at the same time the fish and the dragon were together, because it's run over the top of this fish in a spot here. So I'm going to say that this all happened at the same time, and I'm going to say that this dragon and this fish had this fight because the dragon destroyed Atlantis and drained the ocean, and the fish attacked the dragon. That's all I can come up with. And I'll show you why I can say that. My good friend Carl Smith sent me this. He sends me stuff a lot, and very good stuff. And he was talking about the pregnant dragon.